Happy 4th of July to everybody. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July 2021. Hey, happy 4th of July. I'm doing a live cigar chat. Hey, it's 4th of July. I didn't get no invite. No invite for no picnics. Paul, what's up, man? How you doing, man? You know, how you doing? Hey, you know what? I sit back and I was asking myself, I said, you know what? I didn't get not one invite to a 4th of July picnic. Not one invite. So I'm saying to myself, like, man, is it me or is it them? So when you sit back and you ask yourself, and don't get me wrong, I'm kind of different. I'm kind of like, I don't know, like, you know, sometimes I like to socialize and sometimes I don't like to socialize. Sometimes I just like my own space. But I was just telling a friend, I just thought about it, man. Out of all the people I know, I didn't get no 4th of July invite to any picnic. You too, Paul. Not to say that I would have went, but you know, it'd be nice to have the opportunity to like go and socialize with other people, celebrate, doing a cookout, drinking, having a good time, having clean cut fun. Frank Mendez, how you doing? When you're on top of your life, it get lonely there when you're looking for the real. Karan Hodges, that's a deep, man. That's a deep statement, man. It does get lonely at top, man. You know, but then again, sometimes you gotta sit back and think about it. It's like the type of individual that you are. And sometimes me, spending 15 years incarcerated, sometimes, you know, I put myself in keep lock because I like my own private time. I like my own private space. And sometimes right now is you want to be bothered and sometimes you don't want to be bothered. So I can understand both sides of it. But you know what? I decided, I got out kind of late today. And I said, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. So I wound up going out, treat myself. And you know what? I might just like go somewhere, you know, just to eat dinner, probably do a little bit of gambling and just relaxing, man. Just relaxing. You know, sometimes what we're afraid of, spending quality time with yourself. Hey, it's nothing wrong with spending quality time with yourself. It's not a thing wrong with that, because that's what you need to do is how do you get a better understanding of who and what you are, okay? And what is your purpose? What is our purpose for being alive? What is our purpose for being here each and every day? What type of contribution are we here to make? When we leave here, are we gonna make this a better place or are we gonna make it the worse? And that's what it's all about. Like to me, like the older that I got, I don't know what came over me, but I started looking at life from the basic principle. I started looking at life as simple assignment because life is simple assignment. What we do as human beings, we have a bad tendency of overthinking life, overthinking a situation, overthinking a problem, overthinking anything, overthinking love. And when you overthink it, guess what happened? You lose. You lose. You lose. Last week I was asking people because, you know, I was asking people, should I continue to have the cigar chat? Because sometime after a while, you know what? 6 o'clock Sunday, you sit back and you think about it. The finer things are cherished when you attain it. Me personally, my family's everything. I'm never lonely as long as they're smiling. Wow, man, that's deep, brother. That's deep. But like I said right now, I was like, you know, asking people, should I continue the cigar chat at 6 p.m. on Sunday? Because once again, I don't want to do anything if it's not adding value. If it's not adding value, I don't want to do anything. I want to make sure what I'm doing is helping in some type of way. You know, I had something strange, like I met this brother. I ran into him back-to-back days. You know, I was out and about, moving around, and here it is, a guy came up to me, yo, Brian Glaze Gibbs. I'm like looking at the guy, and I'm like, whoa. And not knowing that with my platform is starting to grow and people starting to recognize me more and more and more. Making myself a birthday ribeye. Joe PG, happy birthday, happy birthday. So I'm starting to realize that I'm becoming more recognized more and more. Even right now, when I was in New York just recently, same thing happened. And that's what people do not have to, that's what people have to understand. You know, so to me, he was telling me, he said, yo, man, you don't know how much your words. He said, any opportunity I get to listen to you, and not only just listen to you and just go through your videos, he said, I'm always picking up something. I'm always picking up something different. And people, that's my job. It's like, this is what I call my ministry. And what I do is I'm only reflecting back upon things and life experience that I've been through, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if I can share certain things with people to get them to understand that they do not have to be that test dummy. They do not have to go out there and try these stuff in real life, that they can learn from my experience, then guess what? That's what I want them to do. Because that's what it's all about. It's like right now is I already was that sacrifice lamb. So I'm the one was that test dummy, playing Grand Theft Auto with my life, going out there doing this, doing that, doing that. You know, the blind leading the blind. I was lost. And when I was out there, I want to be down. I want to be cool. I want to make that fast money. That's that lazy man mentality. Anybody that's out there thinking that they can make a fast dollar from an illegal standpoint and that's gonna last forever, that's backwards, man. That's backwards. And that's what we have to do. Hey, you believe touching people, thank you, man, thank you. But that's what we have to do. And like I told you, now I'm happy. I'm more happy with my life than I've ever been because I'm at peace. I'm at peace. And long as you're able to be at peace, long as you're able to have true identity for yourself and understand who you are, and you know what? That's what makes life worth living. It doesn't matter what you have, because you can have something today and it can be gone tomorrow. You can be, like I told you right now, ghetto rich, or you can be a multi-millionaire, billionaire. Only thing that happened, one bad mistake, one bad investment decision, one bad move, and guess what? Your whole world can come crumbling down. Oh, be like Kim, share my life. Share my life. You know what? The difference is right now is, guess what? I'm gonna allow Mr. Lee River 1, South Carolina. Hello, man. What's up? South Carolina in the house. I'm allow, life. I'm allow the opportunity to present itself. If it meant for me to be in another true relationship, you know what? I'm just gonna allow it to happen. Take my time. Robert Brown, Lafayette in the building. Lafayette, Indiana in the building. Don't rush anything, folks. I think that's the problem right now is, we as human beings, we have the tendency of looking for love in all the wrong places, Hey, Houston, Texas, Paul in the house. I realized happiness from my mother-in-law. She posts birds and flowers on her timeline. She got to be happy. Hey, but listen, that's what it's all about, man. Finding things that you can do in life that's going to make you happy. That's what it's all about. That's the most powerful thing in the world. Finding things that you can do. Quick question. Have you ever apologized personally to anyone, family that you might have caused pain to? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I learned a lot from you and your channel. Thank you, man. Hey, listen, man. Those of you that haven't subscribed, hit that red subscribe button. Hit that button. Subscribe and share. But as I was saying about loving, being in a relationship, finding that person that's equally yoked. And what I mean right now is, like, first of all, I think we as human beings have to learn how to love ourselves before we can love anybody. And most important, when you allowing people to come to your space, what you need to do is right now is, guess what? Be real. Be honest. Peace, Glaze. What's up, Carlos? Hope you enjoy yourself with the ladies at the Harlem spot. Yeah, I enjoy myself. Do you watch Cartel Crew by chance? No, Robert Brown. You know what? Very seldom do I watch TV. Very seldom do I watch TV. I don't have the time. I just don't do it. But anyway, I'm not looking. But at that right, that right someone, and I know that right someone is out there. At that right someone, come along, and right now is we're able to get together and go through the fill out process and see that we are both compatible, with and for one another. Because relationship is hard. If anybody tell you that relationship is not hard, they are full of dog doo-doo. Relationship is hard. But always remember, whatever you put into it, that's what you're going to get out of it. But at this present time, you know what? I just want to continue to work on me being a better person, being a better human being, being a better father, being a better, brother, being a better son, being a better nephew, being a better person, all the way around. Being a better human being, being a better Christian. That's it. It's like, how do I continue to strive to be better, I'm saying, today than I was yesterday? And you know what? As long as I'm able to continue to do that, I'm good. I'm at peace, I'm happy, and that's what it's all about. And if I can get on this platform and share, like thoughts or help people out. Universal law, blessed love, brother, all the way from the Caribbean. Hey, how you doing, my brother, St. Lucie? It's just hard to put your demons behind you and try to be at peace. You know what, Mr. Lee River 1, it's not hard. It's hard because we make it hard. That's why it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Smith Mahada, what's up? The one and only legend. Hey, listen, it's hard because you say it hard. If the bottom line, you put something here, you can do anything. It's a passage in the Bible. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. If God be for me, who can be against me? Right now is you got to put certain things in here and just work on it. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Your mind is your computer. Your mind, your brain is the most powerful thing that you have. And anything that you have put your mind to and you say, listen, man, I don't want to do that no more. I'm not going to do that no more. To me, I didn't want to go back to jail. I didn't want to go back to jail. This month, July, made 24 years that I was released. And the difference is, when I got out, you know what? I got me a job. At times I was working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. D.O., Glaze, much respect to take the time out of the 4th to call, chill. You know what, like I said right now, hey, look, man, happy 4th of July to those that's out there that celebrate it. That's what it's all about. But the difference is right now with self-improvement, working on yourself, you can do it. You can do anything that you put your mind to. And what I'm just trying to say right now is you just got to put all that stuff behind. A relationship is the hardest thing to do, Glaze, but breaking up is easier than I thought it was. Feel like I never ever knew her. Wow, man, that's deep, man. That's deep. But the difference right now is sometimes, you know what, in relationship, I done had plenty of failed relationship. And the difference is like, you got to look at where you went wrong at. And it's a lot of times I can see where I went wrong at, because I am me. But then again, right now is, I'm gonna accept the part that I went wrong. And sometimes what I learned from being in a failed relationship, the last relationship, that you can be into, you try to learn from the previous relationship. But the key is you got to heal yourself first, opposed to jumping from one relationship to another relationship, carrying that baggage, carrying toxins that you still didn't get out your system, and you carry into your new relationship. So automatically, eventually, that toxins that you never cleanse yourself out, that you never fast, that you never let it get out of your system, that's gonna seep into that new relationship. And eventually that relationship gonna become toxic. And what you gotta understand, guess what? Was that necessary, how much money you make a year? So I think right now you need to be on the Kevin Samuel platform. This is the wrong platform for you to be on, young lady. I think you need to be on the Kevin Samuel platform. You do not need to be on the Brian Glaze Gibbs platform, because I can't help you with that. But the difference is, it doesn't matter how much you make. See, and that's what people do not understand. Because you can make all the money in the world, but guess what? If you're not happy, you're not happy. Money don't make people happy. And I had to learn that the hard way. I thought right now was, guess what? If I'd have got out there making all that money or whatever, and you know what? Guess what? I made all the money that I wanted to make. But at the end of the day, I wasn't happy. I was incomplete. I was miserable. And you know what? Like I say, I am more happy now than I've ever been in my life. And I make far less. But I don't have to worry about my phone being tapped. I don't have to worry about, the feds or the cops kicking in my door. I don't have to worry about nobody wanting to stick me up or whatever. I don't live like that. I live a simple Simon life, and I love it. I enjoy it. I'm at peace. I don't have to look over my back. I don't have to do none of that nonsense. And that's the difference. People, what we do not understand, what money can't buy. Money can't buy you health. Imagine you're a millionaire, you're a billionaire, but you got poor health. You only got X amount of time to live. That money can't buy you good health. Imagine Like I said right now, you got life imprisonment. And you're a billionaire, like El Chapo. Guess what? He gonna die in there. What was the sense for him having all that money if he can't do nothing with it? You know, he wanna buy his freedom. Right now, once you lose your freedom, guess what? It's no more price tag. You can't buy your freedom. You can't buy good health. You know, Joel, you say you've been married to your wife for 16 years. Congratulations, congratulations. He does not have to be rich as long as he love me and love him, you know, and I love him. You know what? But that's the difference. Everybody got to love you. But the difference is, how can we as human beings love the next man or next woman if we don't even love ourselves? Glaze, did Alpo have issue with Supreme? I don't know nothing about that. I don't know whether he did. I don't know whether he didn't. Where's your loyalty? Where's your loyalty? Where's your heart? Where's your loyalty is where's your heart? Okay, that's a good one. Where's your loyalty is your heart. You know, but the difference is right now is people don't understand loyalty, love. Guess what? That's not given, it's earned. That's not given, it's earned. And that's what we have to learn how to do is how do we earn somebody's love? How do we earn somebody's respect? I'd rather love than a woman with money. I'd rather love than a woman with money. Yeah, that's deep. But you know what? Everybody, you'd be surprised, man. You'd be surprised. Most people get into relationship for all the wrong reason. How was Murder Avenue bedside back in the days? Murder always was rough, man. DO, DPM. Hey, but listen, right now, most people get married for all the wrong reason. Most people get married or they get into relationship based upon what people can do for them. And you know what? Each his own. Each his own. Like to me, I know how it is, you know, to have and not to have. I know how it was, like you living in the baby mansion, and then you go from living in luxury to living in a jail cell. Okay? You learn to adapt. Those that have a purpose to live can cope and deal with almost anything. Okay? Y'all, why ain't you ever moved to DC for the extra bag? For what? The new generation is all about this imaginary bag. Imaginary bag, you know what? It's no such thing as imaginary bag. That bag going to be imaginary because right now you doing all the imaginary things to get that bag. All that stuff that you're doing is temporarily. All that stuff you trying to pick up the brick, throw it at that prison wall for absolutely nothing, is temporarily. You know what I'm saying? It's a short term. And with that short term, guess what's going to happen? With every ounce of pleasure, there's a pound of pain. With every ounce of pleasure, there's a pound of pain. Within my time out there on the street, I had more pain than pleasure. I didn't know what was like spending quality time with my wife, taking care of different situations, circumstances. You think money fixes every problem? Money do not fix every problem. Fidel McNeil, nobody know their role in the marriage. You know why people do not know their role in the marriage? Because they didn't take the time to sit down, like, you know, let's sit down and think about what we want to do. Let's plan for our future. That's what it is. People do not take the time to plan. And if you don't take the time to plan, guess what's going to happen? You're going to fail to live miserably. Depression had me bad. You know what? Like I said right now, Mr. Lee River One, hey, listen, trust me. That depression is a very, very powerful word. It's a powerful condition. But the difference is, how do we overcome that? I used to be depressed a lot. Right now, which guess what? I used to have so many demons and so much issue that I had to come clean with myself. I had to get all that toxin and poison out of my system. I had to come clean with myself. And you know what? Right now, all that stuff stemmed from everything. You know what it come from? It come from right now is, you know, being beat down as kids from our parent. The people that's supposed to love us the most. Okay? It come from being out there in that street. You know what I'm saying? Doing all type of crazy things. It come from seeing people being murdered right there in front of you. And you know what? You become a part of that. We think right now what we supposed to do is be hurting people. You know what? That's not the answer. Because you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. That's not the answer. You need to work on yourself and be honest with yourself, okay? It is very simple, but usually people get lost in doing the work to improve themselves. You know, if you get lost because you don't have no direction. You get lost because you don't know how to use MapQuest or you don't know how to use Google Map. We get lost. You're definitely right. So the difference is if you don't have a direction and knowing what direction that you're going in, guess what? When you're going, you know what I'm saying, left, when you're supposed to be going right, that's a problem. You got to have a direction. You got to have a plan. And you know what we need to do? Go back to the basic. Write down step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, so on. And when you accomplish those things, you start marking them off your list. Mark it off your list. Because once again, you have accomplished some of the things that you want to accomplish. But even with the depression stuff, I had to get on medication. I take medication each every day. Like right now, guess what? I had a lot of issue. I had a lot of issue. I was angry. I hated the world. I hated myself. But you know what? Like I said, what I used to get high off of back then, money. I felt money could have made me happy. I felt dealing with different girls could have made me happy. And that's what I needed. But you know what? What I really needed is me understanding me knowing me being true to myself. And that's what it was all about. I heard the kid 50 Cent, the real 50 Cent, was hated by everyone. You know what? Like I said right now, guess what? The crazy part about that is growing up out there, we all love and hate one another. Sit back and think about it. How many times you hated your parent because they tell you that word no? Anytime your mom, your dad, your grandparent, they tell you no, you couldn't do certain things, or they beat you. How many times you say, I hate you, I wish you would die. Wow. So what I'm just trying to say right now is it's a thin line between love and hate. I was going to sing, it's a thin line between love and hate. Hey, listen, folks, thank you for joining me. Like I say, been real. And to me, I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to continue to do these cigar chats on Sundays. I'm still trying to decide whether I'm going to continue to do them or not. It all depends. I think I might probably be looking at doing something totally different. Thanks, man, Glaze. I needed this. Hey, but listen, Mr. Lee River 1. Hey, send me a message, man. We can powwow, man. Send me a message. How is dating older man working on yourself? I am lost. Shantae, please clarify. How is dating older? Okay, continue. Okay. Shantae, did you get to the... Hey, everybody, Shantae, hey, you know what? I need to bring you on. I got to bring you on. Because everybody, look, Kid 50 Cent was a bully, I heard. Okay, cool. Sit back and think about it, folks. You say 50 Cent was a bully. 50 Cent was he was short. Like what, 5'3", 5'4"? And they say he was a bully, man. Like, you know what? It all depends. Anybody can be a bully. But the difference is right now is that me, I'm looking at this guy, and if you coming to me with some nonsense, and look, I didn't care who you was. If you come to me being disrespectful, back then, guess what? Hey, listen, if you do something across that line, hey, I'm ready to get you. But that don't make it right. So the difference is, if you're going to be an older man, help me if they are knowledgeable and wise. Hey, listen, folks. I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. Thank y'all for joining me. Please subscribe. Please share. Please check out my latest video that I dropped on YouTube. I just dropped a video on YouTube today in regards to a situation I ran into when I was up in New York. And the title is say, both of us have Amar blood on our hand. Both of us have Amar blood on our hand. What will you say made you push for change? I got sick and tired of going in and out of jail, man. No disrespect to you, but there's a Glaze fat cat scream in every hood, and it got to stop. Hey, Nessef Harvell, you're right. They are. And the difference is right now, and that's what I'm trying to tell you right now is, guess what? We don't want these kids to continue to be a Glaze, Fat Cat, Pappy, Alpo, none of them. You know what I'm saying? Supreme. We don't want that. You know what we need them to do? We need them to let them know that, guess what? The working man, the man that, or woman that out there to punch a clock each and every day, a 9 to 5, and do it right the first time, those should be the heroes. Those should be the mentor. Those supposed to be the people that we look up to, opposed to we looking up to these negative individuals like I once was, like Cat once was, like Pappy once was, like Alpo once was, like Supreme once was. What we need to do is change that belief system, that type of lifestyle is for losers, because that's all it is. You cannot win in a game that you already set up to fail in the first place. How can you win? Shanti, give me a call. I'm about to go get something to eat. Give me a call. We got a powwow. We got a powwow. Hey, folks, listen, thank you for stopping in. Happy 4th. Be safe, be mindful, be respectful. Treat everybody the way that you want to be treated. You know, treat everybody that you want to treat it. So you just email you or hit you up. Yes, my email address is Brian. Normally, I only give out my email address for you to order a signed copy of my book. But my email address is Brian, Brian, Gibbs, Gibbs, 1201 at yahoo.com. Thank you. Hit the like button. Share.